What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got brand new hero boss monsters, holographic rare. I'm not sure if there's going to be something new, but this card looks crazy. And on top of that, new Constellar Knights. And we actually got the Koremi support, which is interesting because, dude, I haven't seen one person play this in the last, like, a few months. No joke. All right. So, getting started over here, they did a big reveal of a bunch of cards coming out in Syak, which is coming out in 2023. So, starting right off, let's go ahead and check out the Doremi card. Maybe we'll finally get some people to actually play them. So, starting off, we have Grand Sophia Cord Kulia. So, it's a light fairy link effect, 2700 attack, link 3, and the link zones are in the down left, down, and down right is what we have in the picture. That's really low res, but anyways, that's the new card. It requires 2 monsters, including a pen monster. So it is kind of generic. It just requires a pen monster. Then it requires, or that's the requirement for summoning it. And its first part of the effect is it gains 100 attack for each face-up pendulum monster in your extra deck. The second part is activate effects of pendulum monsters this card points to cannot be negated. The third part of the effect is once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you get to special summon a Sophia card with a pendulum scale from your pendulum zone to your zone this card points to. And if you do negate the activation, then you get to add 1 Sophia Cord pendulum monster with a even pendulum scale from your deck to your extra deck face up. Okay. So, unfortunately, it doesn't negate and destroy. It does negate the effect, which can still be okay, but it's a once per turn. If it was like, you could keep on going for it, then we'd be looking at, like, Bow of the Goddess at the end of the day, right? A little bit easier to summon, too, but unfortunately, that's not the case. It's like, okay. Next up, though, we have the Sophia Cord Symphonia, which is a quick play spell card that says you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. So, the first part says, apply these effects in sequence based on the number of face-up Sophia Cord pendulum monsters with different names in your extra deck. 3+, all Sophia Cord pendulum monsters you currently control gain attack equal to their own pendulum scale times 300 until the end of this turn. So maybe you can do some OTK plays with it. If it's 5+, you can destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Then, if you have a card with an odd pendulum scale in your pendulum zone, you get to draw 1 card. 7+, you can special summon 1 Grand Sophia Cord monster from your extra deck. Alright, so that's the new stuff. Does this make them any more viable? Let me know down below. Again, I have not seen anyone play them. I don't know if there's some new combos with it, but overall, it just looks like kind of like whatever support. Alright, so we got the new holographic rare card. So I'm not sure what this brand new card is. What is it part of? It's the Sword Emperor Tsumu Hakutsunagi. Okay, that's full name. Level 11 Wind Spirit effect monster, 3000 attack, 3000 defense points, and it is level 11. Okay, they listed it twice. Anyways, it can't be special summon. You can tribute summon this card by tributing 1 normal summon / set monster. The first part is, if this card is normal summon or flipped face up, activate this effect. Your opponent can send any number of cards they control to the graveyard. And if they do, each player draws an equal number of cards. During the end phase of this turn, shuffle all cards that are banished on the field and in the graveyard into the deck. That's basically like a really weird variant of Fiber Jar, right? That's the only card that really resets like banished on the field and graveyards. That's a very, it doesn't change the hand though, but it kind of does reset the duel in some sort of ways. But it's weird is they can send any number of cards they control to the graveyard, then both players draw. It's never great if you let your opponent gets to decide on some sort of thing. It's a really weird card though. But here's how it looks. Again, I'm not sure if this is a brand new rarity. They said over here it's the holographic rare. So I'm guessing this is some sort of either, it could just be a new card, it could be a new rarity. But like, I've never seen a card shine like that. It could be just the lighting where it's like all red. I don't know. You guys can let me know because it looks over here, it's all green. Maybe it's 2 different versions of a different rarity. Like they got a green one, they got a red one like Duelist League. I don't know. Maybe it's just the lighting. Anyways, we're here for the new card support. We got the new Tellar Knight and Constellar support. So anyways, let's get started with the Tellar Knight Lyra over here, Lyra. So here is the artwork on this card. Looks like it's 1200 attack, 1600 defense points, and it's going to be a level 4 light warrior effect monster. In fact, they're probably all going to be light warrior effect monsters. It's always treated as a Constellar card. It says you can only use the first and second effect of this card to name each once per turn. The first part is if a Tellar Knight and or Constellar a monster other than Tellar Knight Lyra is normal summoned to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Second part is if this card is summoned, you get to add 1 Tellar Knight spell from your deck to your hand. Okay, I don't really remember remember their support, but I remember all you would do is you would basically be like a rank 4 spam engine. One card would let you go for the other card that would search out another card that lets you bring out another card. I think it might have been from the grave. It's been a while since I've seen that, but it was like basically a one card like rank 4 deck. At the time, it was like okay, and it would replenish your engine with the other card that you'd bring back from the graveyard. It was like Altair, Deneb, I think that was the combo, right? Anyways, next up we have Altea, which is a level 4 light warrior effect monster. Here is the artwork of her, and 17-13, and another level 4 light warrior. And it is always treated as a Constellar card. It says that you can use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. The first part is, if this card is summoned, you get to target cards on the field up to the number of light and or dark Xyz monster you control and destroy them. The second part is, if a Tellarknight and or Constellar monster other than Tellarknight Altea is special summoned to your field, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Also, you can't declare an attack for the rest of this turn except for with Xyz monsters. Okay, I think they have like a Call of the Haunted card, since the other card searches it out. You can you just get to re-special summon, but I like this part of the effect. They're each once per turn, right? So you can be like, okay, surprise, bring this card out and maybe pop like 3 or 4 cards. Could be good for like one little disruption. I believe they have a counter trap card, right? Let me double check on the Tellarknight support, because one of them searches out the back row, and I don't really remember off the top of my head if there's actually any good back row other than the one that negates, right? There's like, what was it called? It was at Wave? Oh, Stellar Nova. Okay, so when a spell trap or monster effect is activated, you have to send one face-up Tellarknight monster you control, so you do lose that card, but you at least get to draw a card. So it does kind of make up for it, in a sense. So now that Nova is searchable, is there any lockdowns where, like, your opponent can't special summon? It's been a while since I've seen them, but yeah, what are the good cards that you can search out? Because being able to search out, as long as the card is summoned, so you can literally Call of the Haunted and then bring out that, you know, negate whatever. So it's going to be a very consistent, it looks like negate at least one, and then you bring out, I don't know, you can bring out another rank 4, but that is that new support. All right, so the moment you've been waiting for, we saved the best for last. Well, I hope we saved the best for last, because this card, they're hyping it up. They've got their own picture for it to hype it up. So this is actually the last card in the Secret Utility Box. So this is not the same set. The other one was Syak. This is from Secret Utility Box. Again, we might not get this for a long time in the TCG, but it's really cool. Here are the other products we get, but in the TCG, we're more likely not going to be getting this in this form. But here is what the box looks like. You get some sleeves, you get some AE Zoo sleeves, but here is the ultimate boss monster. The, what is it called? The level 10 Wind Warrior Fusion effect monster called the Armed Neos. Okay, let's check out this guy. He's definitely a boss. He's level 10 Wind Warrior, 3,500 attack, 3,000 defense points, and it requires Elemental Hero Neos and 1 Armed Dragon. Wait, we're getting Armed Dragon support in Heroes? That's really weird. All right. Hopefully it's actually good. So it must be fusion summon. The first part says, if this card is special summon, you get to choose 1 dragon monster in your graveyard and destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls with an equal or lower level. The second part is, when this card destroys a monster by battle, you can make this card gain this effect. During the main phase, as a quick effect, you contribute this card to special summon 1 elemental hero fusion monster from your action deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Wow, this is actually pretty game breaking. If you can get out any elemental hero with the ignoring summoning conditions. So if we went to like monsters and went to fusions, that could be pretty busted. I mean, you get out whatever you want, right? Now, off the top of my head, what are some of the good cards? I mean, you can get back Rainbow Neos, but I'm pretty sure they have to have, like, some of these cards may require, like, if you fusion with these specific monster, then you get some sort of bonus. But I mean, there's 51 cards as a result over here. I mean, you can go into a lot of things. Now, what's interesting with the effect is the first part can potentially maybe pop all monsters your opponent has, right? And then you would then tribute it only after you destroy it by battle, but if everything's gone, it should have said if this card destroys a monster by battle or with its effect, then you get in the effect, because it just seems kind of counterproductive to have this awesome ability to pop stuff. But nonetheless, it is definitely a super boss monster, and it could be pretty dang good, or maybe even broken, because, like, again, bringing out there's so many, like, weird heroes that require very specific things, but again, some of them may require very specific things to get them out. out or get some sort of bonus if you use that card's material. And if you're ignoring summoning conditions, yeah, you're not going to get that bonus effect on some. But yeah, I mean, like, Rainbow Neos is still pretty cool. There's a Divine Neos over here. What is it? It requires, once per turn you banish 1 Neo space or Neo space or hero monster from a graveyard, and it gains 500 attack, and it gains that banish monster's effect. So maybe that could be kind of cool, but that effect is not a quick effect. Again, some of these hero stuff might be outdated, but it could be pretty insane. There's Wake Up Your Elemental Hero over here. Whoops. What does this one do over here? So it gains 300 attack for each fusion material used for its summon, and then it can make attack on monsters. Each battle phase up to number of fusion monsters. Again, you wouldn't be getting that, but if it battles a monster, after damage calculation, you destroy that and inflict damage to one equal to original attack. And if the fusion summon card is destroyed, you're supposed to summon one warrior monster from your hand deck. I mean, it's not considered, if this card counted as fusion summon, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, let me know what the good targets are down below. This card is just, it's pretty cool. It definitely is at least a boss monster, and the last card revealed is pretty cool. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and you don't want to miss out on more cards when we cover it, well, we're finished with the secret utility box, but Syak may have some more cards later down the line. Subscribe to the bell so you don't miss out on it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, and I'm out. Peace!